On this show, we cover some sensitive topics.
Though the obituaries may be outlandish, the people are real.
Names have been changed or omitted in order to respect both the deceased and the survived by.
While death is no laughing matter, some petty last words can provide some pretty entertaining comic relief.
Welcome to Obituary. Welcome back to Obituary. I'm Spencer Henry.
And I'm Madison Reyes.
And we are back.
We are back, and today is such a special day in real time.
Our YouTube debut came out.
Our YouTube debut?
And I have to say, we got a very warm welcome on YouTube.
We did.
Thank you all for that. We can't believe we are YouTube sensations now.
And keep it warm, please.
Yeah, please keep
Can't handle it being not warm.
No, keep us on the good side.
Yeah.
But also, we already said 2025, not nice. We're coming for blood. So
That's true.
fuck with us. Do it and see.
And see what
Our
happens.
Vengeance.
We will find out where you live.
Well, there's programs.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Well,
I feel like we have a lot to talk about in the news. I mean, last episode was a little somber
oh my God. Last episode
and chaotic.
was how we got through that. I mean, you guys probably know. I mean, you'll probably see it in the video. We were like at the end of it, just like, come. Like, I think before we say dumbass criminals, we're like, let's get through it.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. And that is how that day felt, honestly, because we were just like,
Power out, evacuation notice, psych, not evacuation notice, chainsaws in the background, loud mufflers.
it was just
You
crazy.
having to haul everything to my house. It was,
Well,
nuts.
now we have so much more equipment with YouTube and stuff too. So it's like, it's just so much stuff.
Well, and broken laptop. Did you get a new laptop?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I have my like desktop Mac and then I have my iPad and phone. I mean, we're sufficing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're fine over here. But yeah, I need to go get a new one. I know I came home and I was just like, man, I actually forgot about it until today. I was pulling some of the cords and stuff that were in a bag for recording out from when we were at your house last Thursday, and I saw my laptop in there and I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to, we're just going to pretend we don't see her right now.
You could always use the laptop that we used to tour with.
Oh my God.
It was
That,
like Fisher Price.
yeah. No, I feel really good this week though. I feel like everything, I mean, obviously the fires and everything is still happening, but I've had power all week, which is a real upswing from last week.
Yeah, you don't, I mean, you really don't realize it until you're without it, that everything that we use in a
It requires
daily
power.
life
Oh,
requires
coffee
power.
in the morning,
Yeah.
protein shakes.
Your refrigerator was...
Gone, out. Yeah, out. We had to
Did
throw
that
away.
get nasty?
No, I threw away whatever would get nasty.
Yeah.
And like stuff in the freezer stayed pretty cool. So
Okay.
it was all right. But yeah, it was a lot. But literally all of that happened. And then also I think I was so stressed too because my family was coming to town
Mm-hmm.
that Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I hope my power is back on tomorrow when they get here.
Yeah, or we're going to host a 1800s
Yeah, pull out the
get
candlesticks.
together.
That's how I felt while I was texting my friend Tina because she didn't have power either. And then I was like texting her. I sent her like a picture of a guy in pajamas holding up one of those candle things. I was like, this is how it feels right now. But yeah, just fucking...
God.
It was a week, but I was so happy because my dad and brother and my dad's girlfriend were in town. We, along with the champ, went to Champ's first Supercross.
Did he love it?
Loved it.
Oh,
It was so much fun. He grew up going to the speedways and stuff down here, so he has seen a lot of dirt bike races before. But that was his first time at a Supercross, and I was like, "You're gonna love it." And it was a really fun race, so it was nice.
oh, good. Okay, is it kind of the same people or new people?
A lot of the same racers.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Like the 450 division's still pretty much the same Same with the 250. I mean, it's the guys, you know.
The guys.
Sexton 1.
Okay.
I think I texted you that maybe.
I don't
know.
know.
But no, I was texting our friend Alyssa about it because her husband does merch for one of the racers, Deegan. So, but it was a really good race. It made me just so happy that Supercross season's back. I was so happy my power was back.
Aren't you going again soon?
Next weekend, yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. You're invited.
How fun.
So.
I think I have to babysit.
Oh, yeah.
My nieces and nephews.
Well,
oh my gosh. Well, okay. Well, speaking of things being out, power out, power down.
Sure.
We are all still up in the air whether TikTok is going away or not.
I mean, business-wise, don't care because we don't use it.
No, it's all pleasure. It's all pleasure. But you and I both saw something on there that we got sent this in a group chat together.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, I wanted to talk about this on the show. And you were like, yeah, I do too. It's in my notes.
Yeah.
So maybe we should
talk about it.
Talk about it.
Do you want to do the talking about it? Well, there was this girl basically who had to have her arm amputated, and she held a funeral for her amputated arm, and it is like laying there, like you see her full arm. It's wild.
Her name is Bionic Barbie, and she unfortunately has cancer, and that's why she had to have her arm amputated.
I didn't know that was why. I just saw people sending the video, and I watched the video on TikTok, and I saw it, and I was like, that's amazing.
I think it's so amazing. The arm is, I believe
beautiful.
It's embalmed. I'm not sure. I'm sure it is.
I was wondering because I was like,
to be open casket.
It looks so fresh.
It does. Fingernails painted beautifully, and she goes in a veil.
Yes, it's so something we would do.
It's so
it's so obituary coded.
I mean, why not commemorate? That's a piece of you
that
is gone essentially now. And I think it's great. I think all of her friends were so great to participate.
Yes.
And they all thought it was cool. I just think it's the greatest thing ever.
I thought it was really cool.
I love it.
Another thing that was in the news this week, I don't know if you saw this.
What?
But it has to do with a spite house and a Florida man.
No.
Okay.
Oh my God, tell me.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Okay, you guys know we have talked about spite houses before. Madison did a coffin spinner.
Yeah.
Well, I was looking for my dumb criminal actually this week, and a lot of times, that involves Googling some Florida, some Florida situations. And this article popped up from the New York Post, and I was like, oh my God, incredible. Florida man who built spite house towers over neighbors, and he's loving it. That is the headline. This came out January 15th by Mary Jacob for the New York Post. And it says, quote, in the quiet sandy streets near Jacksonville Beach, a towering 10-foot wide house stands as a bold middle finger to the neighborhood. Built on a sliver of land out of pure spite, this eyebrow-raising property has become the talk of the town, and its owner, Mike Kavanaugh, 51, couldn't be more proud.
Oh my God, I want to see it. Oh, it's great.
I love it.
It's very narrow and tall.
Yeah, we'll show you guys. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll see this, which you should be watching because Madison and I both were like, it's 10 times funnier.
I'm going to try to figure
10 times
out.
It's 10 times more fun to see on YouTube.
It is, and I'm going to try to figure out how to
insert things, which
so upset about with if TikTok is going, that means CapCut's going, and I love that.
Gotta go back to Adobe Premiere.
Learned it. I use both, so.
It says, but this isn't just any narrow home. It's a structure born from defiance.
Love it.
Developer John Atkins, the man behind the project, refused to sell the awkwardly sized lot to persistent neighbors. And so he fully turned it into like this little house. Instead, he determined to squeeze a house into the tiny space just to prove he could. Now the 19-foot tall house looms over the surrounding backyards and pools, casting literal and figurative shadows over the neighbors who once opposed its construction.
Well, you know what? You oppose something so much that's so stupid and you ask for stuff. Sometimes this is what you get.
I thought it was funny.
You get what you get and you don't complain.
Fuck around and find out.
I love a spite house. God, I love a spite house.
We love spite here. Also, I just have to tell you guys how obsessed I am with What We Do in the Shadows. It is my new favorite show.
Yes. You've told me I need to watch it, and I do. I'm like so behind on all my shows. You were like, you're not caught up on Housewives? I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I don't know. I've been so entrenched in watching the news because just monitoring like the fire stuff.
Give yourself a
I know.
break from watching that.
I
And
know.
watch What We Do in the Shadows. It's so fucking good. The second I posted about it on my stories, I feel like within minutes, like 50 people had responded like, oh my God, this is the best show.
Yeah, everybody
ever.
loves it.
People love it, and it's such an entertaining show to watch. It's like funny. It's about vampires. I just am obsessed.
It has everything that you like and need.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
I think the Geoffs will love that show. So heed my recommendation. And if she won't, at least you guys watch What We Do in the Shadows.
I will.
Maybe I'll make you watch an episode tonight.
Yeah, I
should.
would love that. Okay, I have this listener email, and I was trying so hard to make it into a coffin spinner, like a deep dive, but I literally could only find just a little bit about it. I want to buy these. I'm so excited about them.
Buying something.
Okay, so we got an email that says, hello, Spencer and Madison. I sent an email previously about the death roulette, which remember we played, where it tells you how you die.
Oh, yes.
And I die breaking my neck, falling off a ship
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
You died of some disease. I don't know. But today I have something different to talk about that I think you guys will love. And I love this so much. To set the scene, my mom is watching her latest crime show with my dad. My dad mentions that people in the morgue make casts of the wounds found on corpses they bring in. And sometimes people make chocolates from these casts, and it's called morgue chocolates.
What?
I'll show you a picture in a second. I will likely look into it myself, but I would love to see you guys explore it in an episode in the future. If you haven't already, which I don't remember, but my memory is kind of crap, so you possibly may have.
We have not.
We have not. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Say hi to the dogs for me. And sending all my love. Don't share my name. Okay, so I went digging. I was like, this would be such a cool coffin spinner.
Uh-huh.
And it took me to some weird places on the internet. I was looking at a lot of dead bodies with mold growing on them.
Okay.
Like real
instead of a chocolate mold, it's a real mold.
It took me to mold.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, like morgue chocolate and morgue molds. I
Right.
was like searching, took me a different direction. I found an article on fastcompany.com, and they did a whole thing on this in 2009, actually, called The World's Most Horrifying Candy. It says you'll never guess what Stephen J. Shannabrook uses to mold his chocolate truffles. So this guy, Stephen J. Shannabrook, he's like an artist, and he does confections, and that's what it says in the article. It just sounded good. Okay, but look, these are real molds. And then I went down a Reddit thread, and people have served these at their wedding. And okay,
God.
so these are real chocolates from real molds.
No thanks, is what I say.
Oh, I love it.
Freaks me out.
It does?
Yeah, some of them are like, it's given me trypophobia a little bit. Just the craters.
Look, there's
I
an
don't know.
ear. That might be a dick. What is that?
What?
That and that.
No, those are so small.
What are those?
I think those are No, those are probably stab wounds.
Could be. Could be. That's probably a heart or a liver cut open.
Maybe got stabbed also.
Oh, I think it's the greatest thing ever. You can buy them too. Like people make them, and it's real casts from mold. I mean, I don't know how ethical that is actually. The more I think about it,
Yeah.
maybe it's like a donation thing. Maybe they were donated.
Like, please. Well, actually, it ties in perfectly with my coffin spinner. So,
Yes.
which you already know.
I already
because-
know because you said it
Last week,
episode.
yeah.
So if you guys watched last episode, you will know.
Or listened.
Or
We
listened.
We haven't forgotten you.
We haven't
Imagine.
forgotten you, listeners.
Yeah.
Look, there's an ear right here.
Yep.
Listen.
Oh, okay. see what you did there. All right. If we forgot our listeners, we'd be just such assholes.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine.
And we're actually about to head into the month of love, my girly girl.
Oh.
And so I thought I'd kick us off with a little bonus Valentine's Am I the Asshole? I just saw it and it made me want to talk about it.
Okay.
Even though I know we're going to agree. It says, am I the asshole for not letting my friend's husband come to my Galentine's party?
Okay.
See, already we're mad. Okay. It's giving Alex and Simon.
It's giving, yes. It's giving a housewife and house husbands or husbands of housewives should not come on all the trips and shit.
No. It says, one of my 29 female best friends, 32 female, got married last spring. Since she got married, we do mostly group hangouts with her husband, 38 male, my partner, and some other friends, which is totally fine and fun. Now, I have a Galentine's party every year for my girlfriends, usually about 4 to 5 of us, and we all bring an appetizer, have some wine, play some games, etc. I texted the group chat to let them know, and everyone responded. My friend messaged me privately to say that if her husband can't come, she can't come, and asked if he could come with her. I normally would welcome him, but no one else's husband or boyfriends will be there, and it just isn't that kind of party, lol. I told her that no one's partners would be there, and she said that since being married, they are a package deal and only...
Barf.
And only attend things together. I told her I respected whatever arrangements they had in their marriage, and if she wasn't able to attend, I understood. However, a few days later, a mutual friend told me that they talked, and she said she was hurt by the fact that I wouldn't invite him and felt like I was being rude. I plan to talk to her about it, but I just need some feedback from Reddit first.
That's crazy.
Crazy?
That is not healthy.
If you're not able to have your own identity and your own separate friends and whatever, like for instance, we do stuff, right? Like me, you, Cisco, like we've all gone to concert, like we've done stuff, whatever. If I was having like a thing and I was like girls' night, and then or
Cisco showed up,
or you were, or if you told me, well, you know, Cisco and I are married. We're a package deal. Like, we come together.
I'd slap you across the face.
I'd say, welcome back to Obituary. I'm Spencer Henry, and that's it.
Yeah.
There would be no and
yeah. And it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with my love for your partner.
I love Cisco, but if it's like there's different vibes for different things. And I just have never been, I guess, a person that's like, no, we all need to be we all have to go to all the same things. Like, I love being an independent
with each other.
I'm like, well, if Madison can't go, then I'm we're a package deal. That is more likely a thing that would cause conflict. Like, if someone was like, no, we're not bringing boyfriends or whatever, I'd be like, okay. But if someone was like, you can't bring Madison, I'd be like, well, I don't know if I want to go, actually.
Imagine someone telling you that.
God.
Damn.
Your friend is the asshole, and in a weird situation.
My alarms go off.
Controlling.
Yeah.
Or if it's not a control thing and she just doesn't want to go anywhere without her husband, girl, you're in for a rough ride, because you can't only depend on your relationship. Why would your husband want to go to a Galentine's thing with only girls there? Like, why would he feel comfortable doing that?
That's not fun.
No.
You want to have your girls' nights or
your own autonomy
and let loose and talk about shit that you don't want him to hear and whatever. Like, that's healthy. Just
because you're in a relationship, like, you're two individual people still.
Yeah.
Like, I think that the only time that's different if it was like a family party and they were like, oh, you can't bring your husband or whatever.
Yeah,
then
there's
it
like
would be
certain
strange.
situations. Yeah, of course.
But like 99% of the time, no. What, like, your friend is weird. Anyway,
unless he's a billionaire and is like,
is he bringing everyone?
I'm going to take you girls on a PJ, and that one really fired us up.
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
That pissed me off.
I was pissed off when I read it earlier, and then I was like, I need to just include it, even though it has nothing to do with anything, but I found a way.
It has everything to do with
everything. Well, it does, because you need to listen to us. If you are that girl that is like, I need my boyfriend to go everywhere with me, figure it out, girl, because you need to also have time for friends.
Well, listen, let's really connect it to the show. Anybody? No, just kidding. Okay.
Are you going to connect it?
I'm going to connect it.
Connect the dots, girl. I believe in you.
I'm going to connect the dots. I'm married, been married for a long time. Love him. It's all great. You have the champ. He's amazing. You love him. Everything. But how embarrassing would it be if your obituary only said, survived by
husband. Mm-hmm. Had no friends because they were a package deal.
Mm-hmm.
Couples like that are just, they annoy me so much.
I'm all about like, yes, your partner comes first and you have your own life together. And you know, like that. Okay, I get that.
I don't think that's healthy for anyone. And I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with someone who felt like, what if they came and sat in here? I'd be like, go away. God, leave me alone. Can I share this story really quick?
Yeah.
I started seeing a different trainer. So nice. Just total golden retriever energy. Just really awesome dude. And he and his girlfriend live in an apartment. And today he was telling me that he has this crazy neighbor woman.
Oh my God. Okay.
And he's like, I think she's like obsessed with me. Like we've had to talk to the police and he shows me on his ring footage. She comes and just stands staring at his door. She climbed onto a different neighbor's balcony and the police came and the police were like, yeah, balconies are technically public space. So
people can climb
onto people's balconies.
Let's go do it. Let's go
and
try
he
it.
showed me. I said, so I could literally just go climb on your balcony. He's like, yeah.
What? That seems crazy.
Crazy. So they have to move.
Yeah.
Because this woman is insane. But he showed me the footage, you guys, and it looked like just like found footage from a scary movie.
Oh my God.
He showed me it. It's literally a video of her standing still, smiling, staring.
Oh, that's scary. How old is she? Old?
No, young.
Oh, no.
She's got some issues for sure, but the building won't do anything about it and the police won't do anything about it.
Oh,
either.
That's wrong.
I know.
Get her help. I'm not saying lock her up and throw away the key, but like...
Or do that.
I mean, if someone's climbing on my balcony...
Oh, I would go out there with a broom.
Oh, I'm using my taser? I'm fucking shit up. I'm shitting.
I'm shitting. I'm shooting.
I'm blowing their brains out.
Yeah. No, not.
Are you kidding?
No, because you've heard about those people too. Like they'll shoot an intruder and then they get.
I know we've talked about it on here. We've talked about booby traps on here.
It's crazy. Okay, we need to get back to assholes.
Okay,
this is a common theme with us. If you're just finding us on YouTube by chance, then just know that this is how it goes.
We take like a second to warm up. And then
once we get going, it's 2 hours later.
I know.
Okay, it says, am I the asshole for refusing to share my inheritance with my sibling even though they're struggling financially? No.
Say it again?
Am I the asshole for refusing to share my inheritance with my sibling even though they're struggling financially?
Why are they struggling?
So here's the situation. My 28 female parents passed away a few years ago, and their estate was divided between me and my older sibling, 30 male. They got a fair amount of financial help from my parents over the years, so when the will was written, my parents left the majority of the inheritance to me. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a surprise to anyone at the time, including my sibling, because my parents were very clear about their intentions. Fast forward to now, and my sibling is in a rough spot financially due to some bad decisions they made, risky investments, quitting jobs without a backup plan, etc. They recently approached me asking if I could share some of the inheritance with them because they're struggling to pay bills and support their family. I feel for them, but I've been using the money responsibly to pay off student loans, save for a house, and ensure financial stability for myself. I told them I couldn't give them a portion of the inheritance, and they blew up at me, calling me selfish and saying families should help each other out. Now, my extended family is divided. Some think I should help, with others saying it's not my responsibility and I feel torn. So, am I the asshole for not sharing the inheritance, or am I justified in wanting to keep it for my own future?
Okay, that's a tough one. So the person asking for some of the inheritance, he was given money throughout life.
Like a lot of financial help from the parents, yeah. When they died, they decided to leave more money to the sister.
Yeah, but, and I would say, yeah, no, you don't owe him anything, obviously, but I do kind of feel for that person if he was given money way too young to be able to even understand it.
I don't think that's the case.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he was given money young, like given a chunk of money.
Oh, okay.
So the Parents set it up that way. The one thing I would say to consider is like, what would the parents do? Like, would your parents be like, hey, help him out a little bit? Because then you could kind of use that as your guidance. But it seems like, yeah, they set this up very specifically. And also, he's going to run through that money anyways. That's what happens with inheritances all the fucking time.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing like when people win the lottery. They come up on this chunk of money and then they don't realize how fast it's actually going to go. And that's not just like me talking shit. That's just a very real thing that happens all the time. I've seen it happen with people before. Yeah.
And the taxes on all of it is insane.
When it sounds like he's like quitting jobs without a backup plan, blah, blah, blah. We all know people that do that kind of shit. And it's like, okay, it wasn't like this crazy thing happened where all of a sudden he found himself in this unfortunate position. It sounds like it's all happening at his own behest, where it's like if he needed emergency surgery or something really dire happened, then I would obviously be like, yeah, step in and help your brother. Right. But it's, yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe a payment plan. Like, I'll loan you this.
Yeah, like maybe like I won't give you part of the inheritance, but like I'll loan you this with a contract.
Because then you can really see if he's serious.
Okay, we have one more Am I the Asshole that says, am I the asshole for expecting my hubby to cancel a party? Backstory, we have football parties every Sunday. It's a potluck where everyone brings something and drinks and has a good time. People are at my house whether or not we're there. Usually only a few neighbors and my husband. I am 35 and he is 35. We've been married for 12 years and my parents live several hours away. My father has been sick and in and out of the hospital for several weeks. I went up Saturday afternoon to be with him and other family, and my hubby stayed at home with the kids. I let him know my dad wasn't doing good and that we expected him to pass soon. I spent the night in the hospital room with him. He died the next morning, Sunday. I stayed with my mom and siblings to help plan and notify people. I told my hubby I'd be leaving after lunch to come home. Football party was on for 1 p.m. I got home and the party was in full swing. Everyone's eating and drinking like normal. I was upset and wanted to be alone, so I went upstairs and stayed upstairs. I feel like he should have canceled it or made people leave before I got there. He knew about when I'd be home because I talked to him on my way home. Am I the asshole for expecting him to cancel?
No, he's an asshole.
Girl, that's a big red flag.
That's crazy.
The fact that he wouldn't think to be like, hey, everyone, so-and-so's dad just died. Like, we're not doing this today.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Red flag central.
God.
That is a foul ball. It is. It is. You're out of here.
Beat it.
That might be baseball, but sports. What do they call it in football? Out.
It's not that kind of podcast. Okay. Well, I am up first this week, which means you should have a side bitch for us.
I sure do. You're going to love this because it's kind of a blast from the past. We haven't talked about euphemisms in a while.
Oh, we really haven't.
And do you remember the euphemisms for, I don't know, someone who was maybe gay or...
He never married.
Or he was a confirmed bachelor. Or when someone was a little crazy, they were... What was it?
I feel like they said crazy. Or they'd say led a colorful life.
Or like they were funny that way. Oh, no, that was if you were gay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
That's what my great-grandma used to say.
About you?
No. My great-grandma used to say, oh, he's funny that way. I told you that story. I think that's where you got that one from.
That's probably where. Well, I have an obituary from 1952 from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. And it says, bachelor brothers live together, die the same day.
Okay.
2 brothers, both bachelors, who lived together all their lives and became sick the same day, died 3 hours apart in the same hospital, both victims of a heart attack.
Wow.
A double funeral was held.
I wonder if they were twins.
They weren't. The men, veterans of World War I, were Gilbert, 63, and John, 61.
Do you think one had a heart attack and the other one saw him and was like, oh my God?
Maybe. God. Like a broken heart kind of thing?
Yeah.
Sad. Really sad.
That is sad.
But bachelors.
Yep.
Love it.
Okay.
I thought it was so interesting, though. 2 brothers.
Yeah. Well, I think it's really interesting. They both died
within a couple hours of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is wild. That's like why I asked if they were twins, because I feel like that's such like a twin
Yeah.
thing.
Nope.
Damn.
2 years apart. Well,
Wow.
should we take a little break and then
God, yes.
hear what had you spinning in your coffin?
Let's take a quick break. We will be right back.
And we're back. Spencer, what had you spinning in your coffin this week?
Well, if you're an avid listener, you already know what had me spinning in this week.
Oh, yeah.
Because as mentioned last week, I'm going to be discussing Honey Mummies, baby.
I don't remember all the details.
Uh-huh. You will
But
once
I
I start talking
remember-
about it.
Okay, I remember thinking it was really cool.
Yeah, so if you attended our 2023 tour, we gave you a brief overview of this sweet, sweet topic. But today, you're getting the full meal, the full dessert, baby.
Okay.
There are several historical accounts of this form of mummification that we're talking about today. It has been practiced in China, according to historical Chinese medical text, mostly in the Ming Dynasty. The ancient Greek historian Herodotus wrote about using honey to preserve bodies, as did Persian intellectual al-Biruni in some of his texts that he wrote as well.
Okay.
And most of the information that I learned about relates to China and the ancient Chinese text. But on to business. So honey is really well known for its antimicrobial benefits, which essentially just means that it kills or prevents the growth of microorganisms such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, parasites. So it makes perfect sense, really, that throughout history, there's been attempts to use it for more obscure preservation tactics, such as preserving a human corpse, which has come to be known as mellification.
Which isn't the craziest thing when you think about it. I'm like, okay, that seems reasonable.
It's very logical. Well,
Yeah.
compared to some of the stories we've heard
Yes.
of, like, they were filling bodies with essential oils and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You're like, that sounds crazy. But yeah, honey makes perfect sense because it does have that preserving factor
Uh-huh.
to it. I'm going to use the information that I collected to just break down an example of like who, what, where, when, why. And the act of mellification was sort of a self-sacrifice. It was something that people did in order to help out their communities in a sense. And here's how. Basically, someone, usually men who were kind of, on their way out, they were nearing the end, or as my dad always says, like, oh, he's in his final quarter.
Uh-huh.
He always says that. Like, I feel like before my grandpa passed away, my dad would be like, nope, no ifs, ands, or buts. We got to do Thanksgiving in Palm Springs because your grandfather's going to be there. He's in his final quarter. He's in his final quarter. You're not going to want to miss it, which is true. So I always say stuff. Now I always tell my dad, I'm like, well, you're in your final quarter, and he's like,
Yeah.
fuck you. But basically, like elderly men, usually around the age of 80 years old, would offer themselves up to becoming mellified.
Right.
Upon deciding this was the route they wanted to take, a person would stop eating entirely except for the consumption of honey, and this included bathing in honey as well.
Okay. Sticky.
Sticky. I also don't like honey, so yeah.
You don't?
I
I love honey.
don't like the taste of it at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
I know. I have to be so sick in order to like put it in my tea. I don't like it, but I don't have that big of a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, so picture it. Guy in his 80s, he's only eating honey. He's only consuming honey and bathing in honey. And before long,
Oh my God.
this person would start sweating honey, and then allegedly their fecal matter was also found to be mostly
It's
made
honey?
up of like honey.
Cute.
Well, I was thinking about that, and then I was like, sorry, it's so graphic. But like, I was like, if you're only consuming honey, it's probably just diarrhea. It's probably...
I don't know. You might be kind of sticky.
No, I don't think so. Not after it's digested.
I don't
But
know.
anyway, obviously you cannot survive on a diet of pure honey. So inevitably, the participant would end up passing away, whereafter their body would be placed inside of a stone coffin that was filled with, you guessed it,
Honey.
honey. And then it was a really long waiting game, okay? Some historical texts say 100 years would pass before the coffin was cracked open. Some have just said, like, oh yeah, they would close them up for a couple of decades. But regardless, the bodies would become encased in honey and they'd be put in these coffins, and then a date would be written on the coffin and stored away for a long period of time.
Okay.
After years of soaking up that sweet nectar, the coffins would be opened up and they would make a confection out of the mellified man, sometimes referred to as a honey mummy.
I forgot about this.
Yeah.
I forgot about the confection. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The part 2.
Yes, I forgot. That's why you said the chocolate goes, okay.
Yep.
I see.
We're connecting the dots.
Connecting.
Can't get anything past us. So they'd be left with this like person who could have spent 100 years just soaked in the honey. They would take this out because it would kind of like mold to a shape, right? And they would, break it up and turn it into this confection, which was then bottled up and sold, advertised as a healing solution.
Wow.
And it was often used, I guess, as an ointment on wounds or infections, but sometimes it was used on like sprains or fractures or ingested for medicinal purposes as well, which is just crazy to think about. Like, okay, we're going to take this ointment that's made from literal just honey and cadaver and just spread it on your wound. But it also kind of reminded me of mania, which you talked about, because I know they would like make concoctions and stuff out of ground up mummified remains. So it's kind of like aligned with that.
People were using what they had and making things up.
Yeah. Just making things up. What also reminds me too of like how they would like take blood from people that were executed in public executions because they thought it had certain benefits to it as well. But there's not a ton of evidence readily available or any information out there really about mellification. Some historians have concluded that most accounts are probably some sort of folklore, but but there is verified accounts of like people using this for medicinal purposes.
Okay.
So it has happened, but it seems like a lot of stories that are out there.
Bring it back.
Yeah. Why not?
I think so.
But some of the historical records of this practice include well-known people. And the most well-known, according to author Vicky Leone, Alexander the Great actually requested this.
Oh.
Apparently, he left behind very detailed instructions for his funeral, including the request that he be embalmed in honey.
Didn't we talk about him recently because of Cleopatra?
Maybe. But there's a claim that Alexander the Great's body was preserved in honey after his death to transport it from Babylon to Macedonia. While this story is debated, it aligns with the ancient practices of using honey's preservative qualities.
I love it.
So,
honey is really incredible. It is.
Yeah.
When Doris was a puppy, she had like a little cough, and anything that would ever happen, I would take her to the vet. I was nervous about everything. And I remember the vet was like, give her a spoonful of honey every night. Cleared up like that. It was crazy.
Yeah, well, just like humans.
Yeah. Oh, but you can't give a baby honey.
Yeah.
It'll kill him.
That's the long and the short of it. Well, I guess the short of it, there's not a ton of information out there, but a deeper look into the sweet self-sacrificial world of honey mummies.
I love it.
And honey, it's time we take another break. And when we come back, we'll hear what had you spinning in your coffin.
Okay.
We'll be right back. And we're back. What had you spinning in your coffin this week, Madison?
Well,
Madison.
Okay.
Government name.
Yes.
Madison Reyes. Madison Moore Reyes.
Yes. Although I haven't changed my name. And I've been married almost 8 years.
Oops. It always comes up on like when we're traveling and stuff.
There's been times where I'm like, oh, fuck, what did I book this as? I'm not going to be able to fly. God.
She's a spy.
I'm a spy. And speaking of flying, I thought that we'd take a little trip to Italy. Now.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella.
Oh my God, I'm going to Italy.
Yes, you are.
Months.
Is everything booked?
Not yet.
Not yet. But
No.
you got your
We have it
passport?
planned. We've got the passport. We're good.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I saw a TikTok today about these people driving in Italy, and they were like having a great time. And then they came home to the US and had a stack of mail that was tickets. I guess there's very different
speed cameras and stuff.
Well, no, and there's like certain areas in Italy where you're not supposed to drive. Like you have to look at all like so if you guys rent a car or something, you have to look at all of the rules and regulations because
I just got a ticket.
Oh yeah. Do you want to tell that story?
Yeah, big F you to the Button Willow police, wherever you are.
Button Willow,
California. It's my favorite pit stop when I'm driving for like to San Francisco or whatever. I was driving home the day after Christmas. So if you know an officer who was working there that day, I want you to have a stern talk with them. The most bullshit thing ever.
You did like a California roll, huh?
Not even though. Like, okay, so there's a stop sign and he's parked right there. So I see him. I stop and go. And then he's like, you didn't stop the full 3 seconds.
Oh, God.
And I thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for saving us all from my fucking not 3 second stop sign dick. Anyway.
Oh, my God.
Day after Christmas, too, really.
That is not the holiday spirit.
Not the holiday spirit. Absolute Grinch.
At all. Yes, a Scrooge. Well.
Anyway.
Back to my coffin.
Yes. Okay, so you're taking us to Italy.
Taking us to Italy, okay? Spencer, you got to do something from a live show. So I went looking and I was like, oh my God, I've been wanting to fucking talk about this. I briefly talked about it at a live show, but I really, really wanted to do a deep dive. I think it really deserves a deep dive. So that's what I'm doing. So we're going to a little medieval village in northern Italy, to be exact. It's called Venzone.
Okay, I know where we're going.
So we're going to talk about the mummies of Venzone. And it is the coolest story. I just love it. So
I'm actually really excited for this deep dive.
Yeah, there was so much more information that I found and it's cool. Venzone is like, it's this cute little town nestled in the region of, I'm going to butcher this, Friuli Venezia Giulia.
What if I just started levitating? You like casted a spell? She's a weird child.
Oh, fuck. Friuli Venezia Vagina. What?
I just turned into a frog again.
Again?
Yeah, it happened once.
Oh, no.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, well, it is said by there's like a private Italian association that like, I don't know, rates small towns in Italy and Europe. And it is said to be one of the most beautiful villages of Italy.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
It's one of the most beautiful.
We didn't even need to study abroad there. We just read it and now we have an accent.
Yeah, we do. It is so old. This town, I read on their tourism website that it was first mentioned in 923 AD. You've heard about it. Yep. And in 1965, the village was declared a national monument. So it's a big deal, okay? Small but mighty. There's also a lot of history and like lore to this town that we will get into. But I do want to note that they hold a pumpkin festival every year. And there is a whole story about a golden pumpkin. And it's just, I want to go.
Okay.
I wonder, once you map everything out, I wonder if you're at all close to northern Italy. I don't know where you're going. Yeah, really cool. So our story takes place a little later than 923 AD.
Okay.
Okay, darling.
All right.
In the 14th century. We have talked a lot about the plague and the Black Death on this show, and unfortunately, Venzone was not immune to it. The plague wreaked havoc throughout Asia, Africa, and Europe in the 1300s. And many people in Venzone were affected and killed by the plague. And as we know from COVID, unfortunately, like when you run out of space to bury or store bodies, like what happens? Like remember all the like cold storage outside of hospitals? It was so sad.
Yes, it was haunting.
It was. So same thing kind of happened in Venzone because cemeteries were full. They started storing the bodies unembalmed into wooden coffins and put them in the basement of the San Michael's Chapel. And it wasn't ideal, but at least their loved ones had a coffin and a resting place for now. Right? Those coffins remained in the chapel basement for about 300 years until 1647. And the official Venzone tourism website does refer to this as the cathedral's tombs. However, every article I found says it was the basement. And I will give a quick disclaimer. There are some articles that say that these people being buried, like that it had nothing to do with the plague and that the plague victims were buried elsewhere, which is probably why the Venzone tourism doesn't mention it. However, either way, we have a crazy story. In 1647, the chapel needed to be rebuilt and added onto, so the remains that were in the basement had to be stored somewhere else. Now, after 300 years and no embalming, you'd think, okay, like there's probably bones left in the tombs and the coffins, right? Like nothing much else. Well, workers cracked open those tombs and those wooden coffins, and they were amazed to find that the remains from 300 years prior were miraculously mummified.
Oh my God.
Word spread quickly through town, and
imagine we'd be talking.
oh my God.
You guys hear? Did you guys hear?
Mummified.
The remains?
The remains are mummified, especially in the 1600s.
Oh.
You know, it's like now we have some science to back some things up, but they didn't, you know?
No, they're just
Crazy.
like a miracle
A
has taken place.
Well, that's exactly what happened. I mean, if you think about it here in the United States, yeah, we would be like, oh my God, like mummified. Oh my God, that's crazy. Word spread quickly through town, and the people of Venzone felt like this was an act of God. They were like, this is miraculous. God has mummified our ancestors to protect our town, which we're going to get back to that in a minute. And the mummies were very, very well preserved. Like their features and everything were recognizable, which, okay, it's the 1600s. There were no cameras. Were there paintings? We don't know. I mean, recognizable for who? But that's what they said.
Yeah.
The oldest mummy that was discovered, guess what his name is?
What?
The Hunchback of Venzone. And
that's why those features were recognizable, honey. They said, "Oh, we know who this is.
We know, we've heard about
the curve on that
We've
sucker."
heard about him. Well, and I wrote in my notes, I'm like, and I can't figure out which one is that until I did because it is unmistakable, honey. Unmistakable.
Can't wait.
He was the first mummy to be mummified. He or she, I think it was he.
First mummy to be mummified there.
Yes.
Yeah.
He weighed 33 pounds. In total, though, 42 mummies were discovered, all perfectly naturally preserved, dating between 1348 and 1881, and they were anywhere between 20 to 40 pounds. Also, I actually want to read you something from amusingplanet.com that describes a little bit more in detail about the goings on of the innards, okay?
There's like a medieval pickup line, like, you want to know about the goings-ons of these innards?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
Quote, over the next 4 centuries up to present times, a total of 42 bodies have been dug up from the tombs in the churchyard. All the bodies had undergone spontaneous mummification a short time after they were buried. And I read in a few different articles that the mummification took place like at about a year, or like before a year they were fully mummified.
Okay, which makes sense why the features were
preserved so well. Their skins have turned yellow-brown and looked like tanned leather. The muscles, including the heart, have been reduced to thin membranes, while internal organs such as kidneys and the pancreas have disappeared. The brain is 1/3 of its volume, so it's still there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
These mummies weigh anywhere between 22 and 44 pounds, and although greatly altered, the forms and features of the bodies are well preserved and entirely recognizable. It goes on, investigation revealed that the curious transformation had occurred inside 11 tombs, all of which are situated near the high altar, but none of these 11 tombs None of these But none of these 11 tombs show any signs of special construction. They are of masonry, covered and closed by slabs of stone. So how could these mummies be miraculously preserved?
Honey.
Was it? Nope. Was it really an act of God, or could science have an explanation? What are you going with?
Both.
Okay, I like that.
God created man and man created science, honey.
Okay. Well, from what I've read, there are a few factors. One is that the basement floors were made of limestone and had limestone-rich soil in the area. Like that whole area, the soil was very rich in limestone. Limestone is a sedimentary rock. I learned what that was this week. They are rocks formed from different sediments, like minerals and, all that. Limestone in particular is mostly composed of calcium carbonate. Limestone, I guess, is super porous, so it absorbs moisture and has a drying effect to everything around it. What?
Sorry, go on. Start that one.
Is that what you're looking at?
No.
Oh. Limestone is incredibly porous. That does it for you.
Okay. I have the giggles. I'm sorry. Okay. Start it over again. I'm not gonna
Okay.
Okay.
Limestone is incredibly porous. Limestone is incredibly porous, so I guess it absorbs. Don't do that.
I didn't do anything. It's on camera.
You wait.
I'm trying not to laugh.
So
Okay.
Limestone is incredibly porous.
You're telling the camera.
Limestone is incredibly porous, so it absorbs all of the moisture around it. So it sucked out.
We can't have a show. We can't have a show together. We're talking about the most boring thing, limestone, and I can't handle it. I'm like, whoa. Okay, I'll handle it. I'm going to pretend.
And limestone is porous, so it absorbs moisture and has a drying effect around it, meaning it could have possibly drawn moisture out of the bodies that it was surrounding. The other factor was a fungus called Hypha tombicina, which thrives in certain limestone soils. The fungus absorbed moisture from the bodies, preventing decomposition.
So the fungi, along with, and also the limestone, is
It
really
survives
porous,
in
so it's sucking all the moisture out.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Everything. Yeah.
Well, it goes to show, like we've talked about, like body farms and stuff, when different bodies are in different locations, weathers, temperatures, all of that plays such a role in the decomposition process.
Yeah. But that's not what makes it special. Yes, it's special that that happens, but what makes it special is the story that goes along with it.
Okay.
I remember the reason I even saw this was I stumbled upon a Life magazine article.
Okay.
And it was all these black and white photos of Venzone in the 1950s. I think I saw it on Pinterest or something and clicked on it and I was like, what is this? Remember I said I'll get back to them feeling like it was truly an act of God and that their ancestors were preserved. Life magazine published a ton of these photos, like I said, and an American photographer who worked for Life, his name was Jack Burns, who's cute, by the way. Look at this black and white photo.
Yes, yeah, super famous.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. I know he traveled everywhere, did a bunch of war stuff. But the story goes that Jack was lost in the mountains of Italy and just so happened to stumble upon Venzone because he needed a place to stay one night. And the first thing that he saw was a man having tea with a mummy.
Imagine. You're just stuck in the mountains of Italy and you're like, okay, that mummy's having a cappuccino and that mummy's having a cigarette.
Yep. I love that.
Love.
I hope that really happened. I don't know. I guess it was he walked in to this village, nothing to see here, just having tea with my great grandfather.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I wish we did shit like that here.
I know. Whether it was set up, a setup photo shoot or not, Some people say, no, that's the setup story. That didn't really happen. Whether it happened or not, we got some really beautiful photos that I'll put in here.
These are what I remember.
Yes. So when the mummies were initially discovered and the town realized that it was an act of God that preserved their ancestors for protection, they treated the mummies not as some weird, like morbid thing, but instead as like a marvel of their time. The mummies were part of like their local identity, like any other citizen. There are many articles about how the mummies drank tea with them, ate with them, and just lived their life with them, which I think is so cool.
Yeah.
Again, I think that could be fabricated. However, the photos from life do tell a story of everybody deeply respecting these mummies, not freaked out by them, and kind of just hanging out with them.
Okay.
There's a photo of people lined up, and each of them are holding their own mummy, and another that looks like it could be a fucking Christmas family card that, like, including a mummy. Again, this was, a photo shoot, but the more likely scenario from what I've read is that yes, the mummies were absolutely regarded as this wonderful thing and protection for Venzone, but the crypts of the mummies were always visited and they were relocated from the basements to upstairs. So I think they stayed there and not in people's homes and like out to lunch.
Yeah.
But like these pictures do depict just the town loving on these mummies. Like there's no weirdness at all.
I love it.
I love it.
Live amongst the unliving.
Yes, I love it.
Live and let live. Live and let die, then let live with you again.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna talk about that in a second. You'll see what I mean. Okay, but fun fact, and this is a weird fact. We're in the 1950s right now in this story, but these...
Well, what's a woman doing talking on the radio? Sorry, making dinner for your husband right now. What are you kidding me?
Oh, shit. Okay, wait, I want to go back to the 1700s really quick.
Okay.
There was a French occupation of Italy led by Napoleon, weird little dick, Bonaparte. He and his French soldiers heard all about Venzone's mummies.
Of course they did.
And went to visit. And apparently they cut strips of flesh from the mummies and took it back as like souvenirs.
Typical Napoleon behavior.
Awful. Also, I guess Napoleon fucking loved mummies so much and he wanted to be allegedly buried in Venzone so that his body could become a mummy. Also, he and his troops invaded Egypt in like the 1700s as well.
Okay.
And in 1798 had the Battle of the Pyramids in Egypt. And he established Institut d'Egypte, which was an Egyptology society. And it's actually like the first one ever. And they are the ones who found the Rosetta Stone.
Oh.
I never think about Napoleon having ties to Egypt, but
How did he get everywhere?
Oh my God, he was everywhere. I probably hate him.
Yeah, I don't think he was a good guy.
No, like you think about, no, Napoleon complex. That's what they say.
Yeah.
But I was like reading about him and was like, damn, a fascinating life. I'd like to maybe look into more. He might be like a King Henry VIII, and we hate him.
Yeah.
We've already seen his dick, so I don't know.
Yeah, where do you go from there,
Weird, yeah.
Little weird dick.
But back to Venzone, the tradition in Venzone of living with the mummies kind of stopped in the 1950s. However, the mummies remained in the chapel. In 1976, a horrible earthquake hit the region where Venzone is. The magnitude of it was like a 6.4 or a 6.5, and it did so much damage to 77 communities in total. 990 people died total, and over 100,000 were left without homes.
I forgot about this because I think you mentioned that at the live show. You were like, you talked about how an earthquake destroyed a lot of it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It also destroyed most of the mummies, leaving only 21 still intact. And
so literally directly in half because wasn't there 42?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. The Venzone tourism website, which I have linked in our sources, it says, quote, 15 of the 21 mummies kept there were extracted from the ruins of the Rotunda of San Michele. All the bodies were substantially intact. The mummies of Venzone and all 5 bodies currently open to visitors. So you can still go visit the mummies that are still intact in Venzone.
I would love to.
I would love to. I think that the Hunchback is okay, but I want to end with this news article that I found from 1976. It's from the Palm Beach Post, and it talks about the earthquake as a whole that like hit the areas. I'm going to skip around a little bit, but it says, but the mummies died twice. And then it says, the mummies have an air of mystery and also what local residents call serene piety. The best way to look at death and accept it, said local historian poet Dino Manicini.
What is funny?
He's a historian poet.
Oh, she doesn't like it. You're just pissed off a whole lot of historian poets.
Well, okay. It's an occasion to mourn. The mummies of Venzone had the singular and sad destiny of dying twice. And then they say, what we liked about them most is that our mummies did not give any feeling of the macabre and the horror of death. That's why we and others adored them. And that's it.
So a lot of mummy talk today.
A lot of mummy talk. That's a podcast name, I think.
A lot of mummy talk?
No, mummy talk.
Oh.
It's like an English, like mummy.
Oh.
Like it's a real.
Like mummy talk. Mummy talk. Well, we're doing a different kind of mummy talk over here, and we mummy walk the mummy talk. Okay. All right. Beautiful, Madison.
Oh my God, thank you, Spencer.
I'm so excited for my obituary today. A lot of Geoffs sent it to us.
Okay.
And it is for Miss Carla Fuess.
Okay,
Or
baby.
Fuess. It's Fuess. Fuess. Fuess knows best.
I don't know.
We're going to say that. So Carla, 92 of Camillus, would like to let you know that her time shared on Earth with you has come to an end.
Oh.
She wishes her time with you now be filled with happy and joyful memories.
Oh.
On December 1st, 2024, Carla received a call to travel to a new and divine destination. True to form, she was late. She had to answer the phone, look for her purse, feed the cat, and decide what color dickie to wear. To her delight, upon arrival, Carla was reunited with her husband, Robert, parents Kenneth and Rose, and all the dogs and cats she ever loved. She never found her purse. Unable to travel with her at this time and missing her greatly are her daughters, Holly of Vermont, Ruth of Camillus, and Connie of Alaska. And then they list the rest of her deceased, and it says, and Putty, her seemingly immortal and loving four-legged companion.
Oh, Putty. That's such a cute name.
Such a cute name. Carla relished her friends' life and the activities she shared with them. Biking, downhill and cross-country skiing, canoeing, hiking, dancing, entertaining, dinner and bridge club, gathering with her lady friends and playing games, and sipping a glass of sweet wine, along with giving over 25 years of healing touch to her loyal clientele as a relaxation therapist.
Wow.
And then it lists her service and information, but I just love her.
Love her. And you know what? I bet the girls' husbands were not at their girls' nights. Okay.
Okay, they weren't at Bridge Club.
No, that's crazy. I want to learn bridge so we can play.
I know. We've talked about it.
I know.
But love her. Love you guys for sending that. My sister actually sent it to me before anyone.
Oh,
actually, so.
I love that.
Love her. And it was also, I will say this, it was such a great length.
Yeah.
Like short and sweet, but you got the funny, you got the characteristics of Carla.
Yep.
Loved it.
Love that. I have Robert Thomas Hayes, and I just found this by myself. And
oh, wow. Okay, braggadocious.
and I just loved it. I read it. It made me happy. It says, "Good day, sir. My name is Robert Thomas Hayes, but you can call me Bob. They say if you see your obituary in the paper, it is too late, and efforts to get out of bed would be futile. So, as my spirit has released from my worn-out shell of a body, I'll leave you with a few words before I head off to a reunion with family and friends I have not seen in quite some time. In like a lion, out like a lamb. I was brought into this world by my mother, Mildred Hayes, on May 22nd, 1929, in Jacksonville, Illinois. I've left peacefully by the side of my beloved Gloria at our home in Jacksonville, Illinois on September 29th, 2015. During my life, I was preceded in death by my parents, my brother, sister, and grandson. Enough about weeds, let us focus on the flowers. Gloria and myself created the most loving and beautiful family. I've left behind those celebrating my life, a wife, Gloria, whom I wed on July 22nd of 1951, 2 daughters, 7 grandchildren, and he lists a whole slew of people. All work and no play. My adult journey began with the United States Navy as a destroyer engineer on the USS Buckley, and I toured in World War II during my service. Following my military career, I had the great honor as an Illinois state trooper of standing guard detail for many sitting presidents and governors. I worked the Chicago riots in the 60s, also achieving being top 5 and shot with a riot gun. Work aside, my life lessons started as a young boy. For instance, you do not want to play with a live turkey. He will not play nice, and Christmas dinner will come early once you've had to defend yourself. We cannot waste a good bird. During my service in the Navy, one lesson in fact was that shaving is more important with a razor. And a day spent with much elbow grease creating the perfect squeaky clean squad car in preparation for inspection would turn to prove attractive to feline fecal matter when left overnight with the windows down.
God.
And I dare not forget the ease to rack up your citation quota by giving such a lecture that the less than law-abiding citizens practically beg for the piece of paper just to get going.
Oh.
And that's it.
Was he the one who wrote me a ticket?
Maybe. Oh my, the ghost of him.
Oh.
I love it. Love a self-written obituary.
We do love an autobiographical obituary.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well,
Mr. Giggles.
I've had the giggles this whole episode, you guys. I don't know how much is getting edited out, how much is being left in, but we've had to take several breaks because I can't keep it together. But now's the time we should laugh because we've spun in our coffins.
We've bitched our obituaries.
Means it's time for some
dumb-ass
criminals.
criminals. Who do you got?
Well, I wanted to talk about one, but then I didn't end up doing it because it's gross. But this one I'm obsessed with. This is a Florida man.
Okay.
And I don't want you to see the mugshot yet.
Okay. I won't look.
Okay. It says Tyler Michael Strack, 22, a Chipotle worker from Clearwater, Florida, is accused of placing a GPS tracking device on a woman's car, presumably in an attempt to engineer a chance meeting.
Oh, creepy.
Unfortunately for Strack, his efforts to run into the woman did not go as planned, and neither did his attempt at romance. This is from 97x.com. It says, according to a criminal complaint, he purchased a Cube brand GPS tracker from Best Buy, then discreetly installed it on the woman's vehicle. Investigators allege that he hoped to use the tracker to follow her movements, orchestrating a coincidental encounter, a plot straight out of a bad romantic comedy, except this one has felony charges.
If he wanted to, he would.
So she oh my God, no, please
Terrible.
don't
Ever.
He will. Yeah, fucking freaks. The woman discovered the device last year and promptly contacted authorities, which is what you should absolutely do if you find a fucking GPS tracker on your car. And when questioned, they were able to find that he had registered the device to his email address. And so they found him and they asked him, and he admitted that he did it in order to run into the woman again, explaining that he wanted to restart a relationship that had ended years ago.
That's sick.
So he's arrested on a felony charge of stalking, booked into county jail, but posted a $5,000 bond early the following morning. And I'm just like, first of all, this guy's a fucking freak weirdo. Like, anyone who does something like that should be in jail.
Yes.
But I was looking at his mugshot and I noticed, I'm like, is that a Hello Kitty tattoo?
Hold on. Yes. Ew. He's just creepy.
Creepy.
Hate it. That's literally crazy. Wow.
Freak. So if you see that man in Clearwater, Florida, you better fucking steer clear. That is so scary that people can even fucking do that nowadays.
I know.
Like, I like that Apple, like when I'm traveling or sometimes I've noticed, like I've gotten a thing on my phone, like there's an Apple tag near you. every tracking device should legally, and I know there's
Have to
people that
tell
find
you.
illegal ones, but yeah, it should tell you.
Yeah. Awful.
Creep.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Who do you have? Oh my God, she has a gun. Oh my God, she has a gun.
We're going to the dentist today. My done criminal takes place at the dentist.
Love that you brought a prop.
Yeah. Okay, so this happened in Louisiana in August of 2022.
Okay.
So we have Celestian Cassandra Kia Wooten, age 44.
Uh-huh.
She pulls up to a dentist's office and it's after hours and she's looking to break in. Okay.
Okay.
So she enters through the back from an unlocked back door where she had a large cardboard box like stashed. She gets in the large cardboard box to not be seen on camera.
Uh-huh.
She goes in, surveillance cameras catch Wooten in her box, creeping around the office. She then takes the cardboard box off once she thought it was safe, and spoiler, she wasn't safe. There were cameras everywhere. They got her.
God.
But she spent hours trying to crack the safe there. She couldn't do it, but instead she walked away with an iPhone charger, an audio cable, and 2 Invisalign systems. She was found and arrested on charges of simple burglary and tampering with surveillance.
Please tell me there's video.
There is. She was released on a $30,000 bond, which could have bought her a lifetime supply of
I need to see this woman in the box.
everything. Okay, let me pull it up here.
Just walking through
It's a huge box. And then there's her.
Sneaky girl.
Sneaky.
The box genius.
Well, she should have thought out of the box. But she didn't.
And that's what makes her a dumb-ass criminal.
Dumbass criminal.
Damn. Well, that's all we got for you this week.
Everything that you need to know about us is on obituarypodcast.com.
And if you want to watch us on YouTube, it's youtube.com/at
Yes.
Obituary Podcast, the little at symbol.
Yes.
So
At Obituary Podcast.
find us there if we're still allowed to be on there next week.
I know. I hope.
But for now, that's it. You can purchase our book, Obituary, the Big Hot Book of Death, at prh.com/obituary. I was flipping through it today, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just pulled one off and I started looking at it. I was like, I'm so proud of her. I love her.
I love it. I know. So proud of her.
Other than that, I think that's where we'll leave it for the week. And we'll be back next week with some more coffin spinners.
And obituaries.
And
Ask
criminals.
criminals.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.